food aside, food that all the old people have to eat. These these places are just, they're really hard, and when the only things you look forward to are taken away from you, it gets that much harder, like way fucking harder. Like, so if you know someone in a nursing home or an assisted living facility or a retirement community, even, call on them, check on them, make sure they're okay, make them feel so not help them not be so alone. Video chat with them, text them, call them, send them stickers or memes or something. And if you're in the area, go knock on their window and wave and say hello. If you can, go outside and keep distance from other people. You know, show us real love. Please, we need it now. More than ever, we really do. And I could say so much about life in nursing homes, and I thought I had been through a lot, but this is beyond that, and it could get so much worse. This is, I feel, one of the most dangerous places to be during an outbreak like this, and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't have anywhere else to go, so I just have to hope that this facility doesn't have an outbreak. Hope that if I do get it, that I'll survive it. Hope that it won't cause me any lasting damage. It's really hard reality to deal with. And so when people are like, so how are you handling the lockdown? How do I ever handle this shit? Same as that, pretty much. I play on my phone, I sleep, wake up, I eat, I repeat. I don't have any secrets, really. I've just gotten really good at being still, being quiet, and letting time pass me by, because I haven't had a choice, not since I was really young. I remember having eye surgery and having to lay in bed and with my eyes closed for days, not be able to see, not be able to a lot of time I couldn't even get out of bed. Excuse me. And I've had my eyes operated on several times, which is why they're so messed up. Well, one of the reasons. And so I know what that's like. And then I had another surgery where there was a metal bar put in my rib cage, and if I were hit wrong or something happened, it could flip over and kill me. So that sense of impending doom, yep. I was really small, and then I had a migraine that lasted 2.5 years, and I could barely leave my bedroom, much less my house, because it was so bright. And I could not handle the light. I could not handle the sound. I had to isolate. I had no choice. When people would come to visit me, I would usher them away or turn them away before they even came in, because I was so sensitive that I could not handle somebody being in the same room, talking to me, touching me. I couldn't do it. 2.5 years. And now, not everybody in these places knows what that's like. A lot of these people are older. They're here because they're older. They've lived full, healthy, happy and happy lives. And now they're nearing the end of it, and their families pushed them off or what have you. not even they get it the way I do, but that's besides the point. I guess what I'm saying here is don't put your loved ones in a nursing home. Do research about medical facilities. Reach out and find out if there's anything you can do to help nursing home staff get the PPE they need. They just got what they need this week, and there's no telling how long they'll have enough masks or any of the other things they need. I was told that with the masks, before they left, they were there to take them, put them in a paper bag with their name on it, and leave it and reuse it 5 times, 5 shifts. 12 hours a shift is 60 hours, and the same mask. They need supplies. They can't take care of us properly without the supplies. All it takes is one CNA to bring that into the building, and it is everywhere. One nurse, one housekeeper, one maintenance man, one kitchen worker. Everyone needs to be wearing the proper equipment, and they should not be worried about not having enough. If you're worried about your grandparents, people in nursing homes, like, just help people get the masks they need. A really dear friend of mine sent me a homemade mask, and a friend of hers sent me more, but I have such a small head that none of them fit me. And I spend most of my time alone in my room, but the one time I would like to have a mask is when I am taken to the gym to have my weight done, to measure my weight. And I don't even want to do that, and I'm starting to think about refusing it, because when I was in the gym, I was around more people than I had been since lockdown. In one, like, it was the most people I had seen since lockdown in one space, and I didn't feel safe. I closed my eyes, I tried not to breathe too deeply, and I got out of there as quickly as I could. I could not believe how close people still were to each other. Like, I know this is a medical facility and stuff, but, like, the people playing chess, that I feel like that was irresponsible, especially because they're not testing. And at this point, they should have a set staff working in each building, and not letting people float around, because like, I understand they play a really important role. I love them, the agency people that bounce around, but I feel that the risk is too great, with somebody who's moving from place to place, to spread in huge ways this virus. I want to close just by saying that I hope that this 3-part series, and it was 3 parts because I have a really hard time concentrating and keeping my train of thought from going off the tracks. So each video ended when my brain just went, bye-bye. And I could not for the life of me remember what it was I was saying 5 seconds before. So anyway, what I want you to take away from this is the perspective that disabled, elderly, chronically ill, at-risk people often live like this all the time. We suffer through all this stuff, sometimes from birth. We are at huge risk. Our lives are on the line. And I'm not talking about right now during this pandemic. I'm talking about all the time. And now, with the pandemic, we are even more at risk, more on the line, in more danger than ever before. And that means we need your help. more than ever before. We need you to put your fear of the unknown and of death aside and just buckle down and help us, because if we thrive, everyone thrives. If things are made easier for disabled people, they're made easier for everybody. And we'll all have more freedom and independence and access to what we want. So please take that message out of this whole pandemic. It is the message that is the most important to making sure we never mess this up again. There will be other viruses. The coronavirus will continue to mutate. It will come back to us through some other animal that we have only just recently uncovered from destroying a rainforest or something. Like those viruses will keep coming. And if we're not ready, if we're not set up to protect ourselves, this will keep happening. And many of us, my community, will not survive this one. And I know that there are those out there that think that my life is expendable, that they don't have any problem sacrificing my life for the economy because I don't contribute to it, is the part they don't say. The train is off the tracks. Anyway, I don't know. Chronic fatigue and brain fog make me very confused a lot of the time. And it's one of the reasons I don't make more videos, is because I feel embarrassed and I feel so easily frustrated when I lose track of what I'm saying so easily. And I get scared to be vulnerable in a space like that, and then just be like, oh fuck, I don't remember what I was saying. But yes, please take that message. Realize that if we don't do things better for the most weakened communities, that this is going to be a regular thing, and that we're going to suffer. We're going to keep suffering. And we are not expendable. We are worth more than some points on the Dow Jones. We are deserving of love and sacrifice and compassion and empathy and outreach. We are. And if you believe that, then do something about it. And I don't mean like send $10 to some relief fund. I mean like get involved in your local politics. National level stuff is nonsense. The local politics is where it matters. Talk to your local politicians. Run for office. Get into a position where you can use your power to actually create change for people like me. Volunteer in places that, like nursing homes. Come in here, obviously, when this is over. Come into these places and visit with people who have nobody to talk to. Bring your well-behaved animals to provide pet therapy for people. Find other ways to contribute. Make snacks or, something. Play music. Dance. Put on some sort of show. Make us feel loved. The disabled people in your life, outside of facilities, ones that just are isolated at home, and that you're tired of asking to whichever social event because they keep saying no, understand that they're not saying no because they want to. They don't want to. They want to go, but they can't. And they need you to understand that, and they need you to sometimes offer, a rain check, or to be like, hey, it's just a few of us. What if we came to your place and you were in the comfort of your own home and we could hang out there? Or, you know, just find ways to include us, even if it's just like putting us on a video chat while you're playing cards or whatever at your place or wherever you are. Make the effort to include us, even if we physically or mentally can't handle it. The fact that you made that effort means the whole world. Do not guilt trip us. Do not gaslight us. Do not complain or moan or groan, at least not to us, that we were not able to make it to your birthday party or to, the bat mitzvah or whatever. It's not our fault. We're not trying. We would love to go outside. It is very difficult. It is not frequent that we have reason to go out besides doctor's appointments and other mundane adult bullshit. We don't get to have fun, and we should. So, think about things. Open your mind. Consider what it's like for people that are having a much harder time than you right now. And be grateful for what you have, because you have a lot. Help healthcare workers get the proper equipment that they need. Please. Donate to funds. If you have N95 masks in your freaking garage because you're a stockpiler or whatever, share them with the people who need them and that are saving lives. Don't be selfish. Don't be greedy right now. That is not going to fix anything. Love each other. Love yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Please, for the love of God, be gentle with yourself. If you feel yourself starting to get really frustrated, remind yourself that the world is having a really hard time. That we are all struggling. And that all you can do is breathe and move forward into the next moment. And maybe you can find a friend or a family member or a random stranger on the internet, honestly more likely, to talk to about this stuff. Reach out. Don't bottle it up. Don't avoid it, because it'll just get worse. There's so many contexts in which that is true. Anywho, I love you. Be safe out there. Please follow the CDC's recommendations. And, consider your local nursing home communities and what you can do to perhaps make their lives easier right now. Good luck.